All right, back to the border right now, and it's Speaker Johnson, of course, leading a Republican delegation, quite a large one, the border to say to the President of the United States, you got to do something here. The President, of course, as you heard last night when he got back from St. Croix, that he is doing something, that he needs the money and the authority to do what he says he's got to do. My next guest says you already have a lot of that authority, and you're not doing it. Anyway, Mark Green, the Tennessee Republican, the House Homeland Security Committee chair, kind enough to join us. Sir, good to have you. What do you think came of this visit?
Thanks,
you
Neil.
And your colleagues had today?
Well, we've learned a considerable amount of what's going on right now on the border, and it's much of what we already anticipated. Just in this one sector, we found out today that the cartels are making $32 million a week. That's one of 9 sectors, $32 million a week, just trafficking humans. That's not counting the fentanyl that they're pouring into this country. This is a catastrophe that's happening to our country, and it's all on the hands of Mayorkas and Biden.
Now, you've been looking at the idea of hearings that the goal would be eventually to try to impeach the Homeland Security Secretary. That looks like an uphill climb. Some say you're playing politics with that. Others that even if your intentions are good, I have no doubt they are, if the president wants him, he's not going anywhere.
Well, look, the Senate has their responsibility in this process. We have our responsibility in this process, Neil, and I'm going to do my duty to the country and the people. So this guy's policies have led to the death of hundreds of millions of Americans. He's lied to Congress. He's subverted the laws of Congress. He's abused his position to basically push a woke agenda on immigration. And I'm sorry, I'm going to stand up to it. And we're gonna have the hearing. Look, the Democrats are the ones that made the motion to bring this to my committee, so we're going to do it.
All right. So do you want him gone? The president doesn't want him gone. The secretary can only make so many decisions on his own. He takes his orders, marching orders, right from the White House. So aren't you targeting the wrong guy? Shouldn't your wrath really be focused on the guy in the White House?
Look, Secretary Mayorkas has been in the department for many, many years, multiple administrations. And from what we have uncovered, these are his policies. And so we're going after him. When we have him before us, and we hope he'll come when we ask, and we ask him, did President Biden tell you to do X? And he says no, he owns it. If he says, yeah, it's all Joe Biden, then we'll go there.
Chairman, let me get your take on what the president said last night about who has responsibility for what's happening at the border. And he says it's a matter of giving him money, he says, to deal with that security at the border. So essentially, he seemed to be flinging it right back at you Republicans. What do you say to that? What authority does he have? What money does he need? Is he just creating a smokescreen? What?
The Immigration and Naturalization Act is very clear. They are to be detained, and parole is only granted on a case-by-case basis in extreme circumstances. Alejandro Mayorkas has turned that on its head, and he has basically, it's catch and release now. 90% of the people who come into this sector right now get released into the country on parole. Basically, they're just catch and release. Yeah. It's upside down. And so, look, if they just enforce the laws, Neil, this thing gets fixed. It was fixed under the last administration.
So the money that he talks about, give me the money and I'll do this. I'm paraphrasing here, Chairman. I apologize. But Is it that simple? Or is it that the money that he wants is for other things that you don't want? Where is this divide?
Yeah, so they want money to process more people into the country. Everything they're doing is to speed people into the United States. The CBP One app is a shell game that just allows people to be processed more quickly into the country. Mayorkas has doubled down on that basic premise. They want more people. So if we give them more money, they're just going to process more people into the country.
Chairman, thank you very much. I know you have a very busy schedule.
Thanks,
we appreciate you taking the time. Mark Green of Tennessee, the Homeland Security